There was a man named Daniel who lived his life like a paused song, stuck on the same verse, replaying the same memory over and over again.
He met Ada on a humid evening when the power had just gone out, and the whole street was buzzing with generators and laughter. She stood outside her gate, fanning herself with a notebook, complaining about the heat like it was a personal enemy. Daniel offered her a cold bottle of water from the kiosk nearby. She laughed, took it, and just like that, something small and ordinary became the beginning of everything.
He met Ada on a humid evening when the power had just gone out, and the whole street was buzzing with generators and laughter. She stood outside her gate, fanning herself with a notebook, complaining about the heat like it was a personal enemy. Daniel offered her a cold bottle of water from the kiosk nearby. She laughed, took it, and just like that, something small and ordinary became the beginning of everything.
For 3 years, Ada was his home. Not the kind with walls and furniture, but the kind where your mind goes when the world gets too loud. They built routines, Friday night suya, long calls that stretched into sleep, inside jokes no one else would understand. Daniel didn't just love her, he arranged his entire life around her presence.
So when she left, it didn't feel like a breakup. It felt like a collapse. She didn't leave dramatically. No shouting, no betrayal. Just a quiet conversation where she said, "I don't think I'm the same person anymore." And somehow, that hurt more. Because Daniel was still the same. Still in love. Still holding on. At first, he thought time would fix it. Everyone said it would. Give it a few months. His friends told him. It'll get easier. His sister said.
But Daniel didn't want easier. He wanted her, he kept her number saved. Not just saved, pinned. He reread old chats like they were sacred texts, searching for hidden meanings. He visited places they used to go, sitting alone at tables meant for two, convincing himself he was just remembering, not waiting.
Months passed. Then a year. Ada moved on. Of course she did. People do. She got a new job in another city. New friends, eventually a new relationship. Daniel found out through a mutual friend. And it felt like hearing that someone had replaced him in his own life.
But still, he stayed, not physically. He went to work, smiled when required, paid his bills. But emotionally, he lived in the past. He compared every woman to Ada and found them lacking, not because they were, but because they weren't her. He rejected chances at happiness like they were distractions. One evening, during another one of his quiet pilgrimages to their old spot, a small roadside restaurant, something unexpected happened.
The waiter, who had seen Daniel come alone for months, finally asked,